Hi you guys, this is Christina BX and I'm coming in with another one. Today is Saturday, January 23rd, I believe it is, and we're in the middle of a blizzard in New York City. So I decided to come in and film, because what else can you do, and kind of go through a different kind of video today. I am going to do a versus video. Products versus products, which ones are better, which ones that I think are worth the money, or if not worth the money, which one just has a little bit more thought involved. So I would definitely get a drink like I have right here and just sit down and relax and let's have fun. So if you're interested in my opinion, stay tuned. Alright you guys, like I said, I'm in to talk about some products that I bought and how I feel about them in comparison with other products that I bought. So in no random order, I'm going to start with two concealers. So the two that I actually compared was the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Now both of these are drugstore. Both of them are relatively, reasonably priced, and both of them are amazing concealers. So the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer I have in Cafe. The LA Girl Pro Concealer I believe I have in Almond. Now, both of these are amazing concealers. They're very good to highlight, not to highlight, excuse me, to conceal under the eyes, under eye darkness, any blotches on your skin. So this basically did not come down to formula. Both of these formulas are similar, and I'm going to show you that by giving a little swatch. Both of these formulas are side by side very good concealers. So that is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me. Both amazing concealers. So this really was not about the product itself, but the packaging really was what did it for me with these. The Maybelline Fit Me has a doe foot applicator versus the LA Girl Conceal, which comes with a built-in brush, as you can see. And the winner of the Maybelline Fit Me versus the LA Girl Conceal, drum roll, is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I believe that the packaging on this is way over the LA Girl Conceal. I like the fact that you have a doe foot applicator. I think this is more spot easy to get spot correction, easy to get coverage underneath the eye. I think you get right underneath the lid. I think that if you do your lower lid shadow, you can really use this more precisely than the LA Girl Conceal. Now we're going to move on to foundations. There are hundreds of foundations on the market. All of these products, there are hundreds and hundreds of versions of each of these, so I'm not saying that these are the best on the market. I'm just saying these are the comparisons that closely compare in price and closely compare to what I want from them in my collection. Foundation. The two that I am comparing today is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless, which was my tried or true. This one was one of the very first foundations I found that I was really in love with. It was matte. It was everything I wanted in it. So I didn't think I was going to find anything that would even come close or match it. But I got a lot of reviews. I saw a lot of good reviews and a lot of recommendations about the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. And I really was skeptical about trying it because I felt, what's the point? I already have my matte poreless. Wow, I use matte and poreless for over years. I've used the L'Oreal Infallible for about 2 to 3 weeks every day to work, home, all day. It says this is 24-hour coverage. So the winner between Maybelline Matte and Poreless and L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte is, drumroll, L'Oreal Infallible. The L'Oreal Infallible foundation has very little transfer. I mean, this stuff is beautiful on the skin. I have to admit, when you put it on, it goes on very lightweight. It doesn't have a cakey look. It doesn't look powdery. It just blends into my skin so amazingly. I'm actually wearing it today. I love it, love it, love it. It gives medium to full coverage, but it's buildable. It's also not fully matte. To me, it's semi matte, but it's enough matte that it feels comfortable to wear all day. It's not slipping and sliding all over your face. My oils don't pool to the surface. I mean, this is an amazing foundation base, so to speak. The two competitors I have this time is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water versus the Mario Badescu facial spray. The reason why I'm comparing these two side by side is because they're both waters, and they're both supposed to can also not only be used underneath your makeup, they can also be used to kind of set your makeup. For the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water is really good, and so is the Mario Badescu. So which one do I think is the best in my collection? Drumroll. The Mario Badescu water. This stuff is like a luxury item, so it's like with Smashbox, it's setting your foundation. I can use this throughout the day, and it really refreshes sometimes when your makeup feels flat, when you are hot, or if you just feel like your makeup has this, like it's gone on long enough or whatever. You spray this on your face, and I mean, it literally just gives you a burst of freshness. I love it. I love the smell. I mean, where the Smashbox Photo Finish Water does the same thing, I really don't carry this in my purse. I wouldn't carry it in my purse. I wouldn't think to spray this continually throughout the day. I don't know why. But this stuff I carry in my purse. I spray myself. I spray other people. And it just smells good. It's amazing. And I love it. Going to move it on to mascaras. The two competitors I have is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator versus the CoverGirl Super Lash Waterproof Mascara. Again, this comes down to the applicators. This is the applicator for the Lash Accelerator from Rimmel. It's curved. The tip of it is tapered. The wand is really long in comparison to some, and it really does work very well to maximize your top lashes, maximize your bottom lashes. Very easy to use, and that is a plus with me. With the supersize mascara from CoverGirl, you can really get into those bristles and really apply it. So which one is the winner? Drum roll please. It is definitely the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I really find that this is good for the bottom and the top lashes. Well, the top and the bottom lashes. Where the CoverGirl one is not so good on the top lashes, but very good on the bottom lashes. So this basically comes down to overall. The Rimmel one is excellent for both the top and bottom lashes. So next we're going to get into two separate comparisons. One comparison is going to be of two eyeshadow palettes that are within the same price range, and I'm going to compare two more eyeshadow palettes that are in another price range. So the first ones I want to talk about is the Too Faced Bon Bon Chocolate palette. This one is new. And the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette. Now the reason why I'm comparing these two is because these are the two that I have, and also because these are more close in price range. Now the Too Faced Chocolate, I think I was holding that upside down, but whatever. The Too Faced Chocolate Bon Bon palette looks like this. I'm going to cover the mirror. And all of these shadows are amazing. The palette smells wonderful. It smells like chocolate. It just everything about this palette is amazing. You can also see that they have splashes. It has splashes of colors as well as matte shades, and It's just overall a very good palette. And the Anastasia, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the Shadow Couture palette. These colors are amazing. You can tell that these two palettes are not exactly the same in terms of colors. This one has a little bit more colors in it. It does allow you to make a better range of, to me, of more brighter, bolder colors than the Chocolate Bonbon palette. And also they have some shimmers in here, and they also have this noir color. And so this is an overall great palette. I love this palette. I love making eyeshadow looks with this palette. Really, really, really awesome palette to work with. So from the Chocolate Bonbon palette from Too Faced versus the Beverly Hills Anastasia, the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which one is the winner? I choose the Bonbon Chocolate palette from Too Faced. The reason why I like the Chocolate Bonbon palette is because I think that the colors are amazing. I think that they are so creamy. They smell good. And I think that I can make more everyday looks with this and versus the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, but that's more of a go out nighttime look. I think this palette is much more versatile. So I choose the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette. Lately, everyone is coming out with palettes, and one palette, they're just more amazing as they go along. So I opted to compare two side-by-side palettes from two YouTubers to see which one did I think was best. The first one I'm going to compare is the Kathleen Lights Where the Light Is quad palette from ColourPop. And the next one is the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. Now, Kathleen Lights palette came out the early part of 2015, and the Carly Bible palette came out the end of 2015. So first, let's get into Kathleen Lights palette. Well, her quad from ColourPop. This is her packaging. It's very pretty. This is so Kathleen Lights. I mean, you can tell she just completely, it's very small. I mean, literally very compact. You open it up, you get 4 shadows. Glow, which is a nice like taupey tan color. Then we have Cornelius, which is named after Kathleen Light's dog. So this is a matte brown shade. Then we have, I believe this is Blaze. And this is a very, very, very brownish, greenish, has little green tones in it, has browns in it, has, you know, gold in it. So this is a very pretty color, Blaze. And the last one, but not least, is the Kathleen Lights. This one is actually made representing Kathleen Lights. It's an amazing color. I think it represents her well. It's sort of a, I want to say a bronzy type, just gold, just everything you could think of. Moving on to the Carly Bible palette. This is her packaging, very white, the very common regular palette, not regular palette at all, but regular design palette. It has a mirror, and then it also has a wide range of colors from one end of the spectrum to the next. She also has highlights down at the bottom. You can see she also has highlights down at the bottom. And she has some shimmer shades, some matte shades. I mean, I have used this palette and I can make very good looks for every day, for work, whatever. It really is an amazing palette. The Carly Bible palette is so one grab, all, you know, all in kind of palette. I mean, you have your matte shades, your transitional shades, your pop of color shades, your shimmer shades. I mean, you really don't need to grab anything else with this palette. The colors are creamy and blendable and just easy to use. I mean, this is a very good first time palette as well as professional palette. I think that you know, if you wanted to get someone who's never done makeup before and give them this palette, they would be able to use it. I think that it's self-explanatory. I think she did an amazing job with this palette. So the winner between the two is the Carli Bybel palette. Okay, so let's get down to my final two products, and these are highlights. And one is representing the brand Becca, and the other is the Hourglass Ambient Lights. So what do the two look like? This is the Hourglass Ambient Light, and this is in the color, I think, Radiant Light. This is in Radiant Light. And I chose from the Becca collection Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill in collaboration with Becca. And let's get into it right away. Which one is the winner? Blah, 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 blah. Of course, Becca is the winner. Now, let me explain before I get into the Becca product why Hourglass lost this one. These powders do nothing for me. I don't know if it's this powder in itself did nothing for me, did nothing for my skin tone. It did not act as a highlight. I mean, literally, I could use this as a pressed powder, which I know was not the intention. It gives off no shimmer. It gives off no glow. I mean, literally, it just puffs away into my skin into nothing. So I'm going to swatch this for you. So this is how it comes off when you do it. When you swatch it, and then I'm going to put it on my hand, and I mean, literally, it goes away. I don't see any shine. I don't see any type of radiance. I don't see any light. There is nothing happening with this. So this for me is a bust. But Becca, in collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, came up with Champagne Pop, which is this beautiful goldy type color. It has pinks in it, golds in it. It's supposed to be very, you know, give you a massive highlight, and it does. This will not work on you if you're very, very fair, and this will not work on you if you're very, very dark. Once I get it right, this is a beautiful color. When I want to dazzle and shine, this is definitely what I grab. Okay, you guys, thank you for joining me on this Versus video. So my winners are Carli Bybel's palette, Mario Badescu's this is the facial spray with aloe, herb, and rose water. And I also chose the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Mascara, I chose the Rimmel Accelerator. Concealer, I chose the Maybelline Fit Me. And I chose the Chocolate Bon Bon palette from Too Faced. And last but not least, I chose the Jaclyn Hill collaboration with Becca. In comparison in price between this and Hourglass, Becca definitely is killing it with that. So thank you for joining me on this Versus video. This is Christina B. Axe. I hope you're keeping warm and staying safe for the blizzard of 2016. And until next time, bye.